What's going on, everyone, and welcome back for another video in which I want to talk about the combination of two items, an artifact and a back accessory that are completely broken when paired together. I'm talking about the new artifact, the candle. The event is still available, but yeah, really short. When I'm gonna release the video, this is gonna be over, so I hope that you were able to get the artifact in time if you are a spender. Otherwise, that you have been super lucky to get it, because this is really strong. And I'm talking about that back accessory as well, the white tiger. So thank you to the person who came to me to talk about that combination. This is working well. First of all, I thought that it was working for PvP too, but in fact it is not. This is only for PvE. I'm gonna show that to you in this video, and I'm gonna compare that build with other kind of builds, so we will check the efficiency in PvE and PvP. So I'm still on my archer class, by the way. I tried that on my prophet class, but apparently it is not working because you don't have enough damage to take advantage of that. In PvP, the mage is great, better than the plume monarch, but in PvE, you just don't deal any damage at all when you are facing a boss. But here with my plume monarch, I'm able to deal some damage. Even if I have great skill damage with my mage class, the boss is not taking any damage at all. But here, as you can see on the screen, it is working. Approximately. So let's check the build, okay? So here, archer build, crit rates and combo on every single piece of gear. Then I'm using these skills for a boss fight. You want to have some immunity to damage with the blitz assault, the disarm, control the boss, have the clone to tank some more damage, use these pals to increase your damage and have a bit of damage resistance thanks to the deer pal. With the relics, I'm using these. The goal is to have more efficiency with the spore on every single relic I'm using, and I'm using that book to proc the damage immunity during the fight. It helps me a lot on boss fights. Combo damage everywhere. With my talents, I focused on my damage, instant damage, not damage over time, as for the grumpy build. Here for my enchants, I'm just gonna show that to you really quick. This is what I'm using. I have some combo here on the rune number 4. Here I have some basic attack damage resistance because this is for PvE, and here I have some crit damage bonus. And on the rest, I tried to have mostly global combo. Then this is what I have with the awakening seals. I focused on my damage and the HP of my character. And for now, I was using the Cloud Drifter with the bow artifact. And finally, that back accessory, the Alien Dimension, because with all of these, I could have a lot of attack speed, a lot of damage thanks to the bow, and a lot of damage increased on the bow artifact thanks to the Cloud Drifter. That is an amazing combo, and thanks to that avian as well, I have a lot of damage. So let me just retry that fight and let's see the efficiency of the build. So the clone is dying directly at the beginning, so maybe I have to put a delay on the clone so the boss is not killing my clone directly. And look at what is happening here. I have a great damage, right? So this is a great build for boss fights. If you can survive, this is even better. Let's change that. I'm just gonna change one book here, use this one instead, retry just to see the efficiency, if I can deal more damage, to see if it is better to use that. And after that, I'm gonna try the build I was talking about at the beginning of the video with both the new artifact and the tiger back. Let's just try with only that for now, okay? Retry the boss fight. Now I have the tiger back, but I still have the bow artifact. And let's see if there is some difference. Look at that. I have pretty nice damage coming from the back accessory, but unfortunately I wasn't close to beat the boss, okay? So it was worse. But what happens now if I equip the new artifact instead? There we go. It's equipped, and by the way, I'm just gonna change this one for now. We are gonna try the combination of these two right after. So let's retry the boss. For now, I have only the candle. You already know that with an archer class, I'm gonna have a ton of heals, but unfortunately over time, I'm gonna start losing some health. Look at that. I can't heal my full life. I'm gonna die. I'm dead, okay? But now, what if I use the tiger pack accessory? There we go. Let's retry that and you will see that this is absurd. Great damage, insane heals. Look at that. No damage immunity anymore. Look at my health and the animation here. Do you see that? You have always the animation of the tiger, so it's dealing crazy damage to the boss and I am always full life. And there we go, the boss is dead. So that combination is absolutely broken in PvE if you want to progress. There is an issue, in fact, when you are using that build. I'm going to show that to you in PvE. Here versus the Molten Ruins, I'm currently stuck on the difficulty 142, and I was able to get here without the candle. Let's try that content. And the problem is that I'm gonna get one-shotted. So first dragon is dead. Second dragon, wait for it, one shot. So when you are one shot, you just can't heal. This is logic, right? So unfortunately, it is not gonna be that great past a certain level, but in the campaign here, it's gonna help you a lot. And there is another content in which that combination is pretty interesting. If you go here in the Soul Trial, let's challenge the boss. That is the trial 615, by the way, so my clone is dead. I'm gonna start taking some damage and look at my health. Most of the time, I am recovering my entire health. And the boss is taking a lot of damage as well. Now he is disarmed again, I can cast my skill again, and the boss is dead. 8 seconds left, I was able to beat the fight. Now, let's change again the build. Reuse what I was using before. I mean the Alien Dimension with the Bistro Bow. So let's go back in here. Next stage, 616, sorry. So this is the dragon. I'm gonna start losing some HP. 2 hits, 3 hits, I'm dead. So you can change your bookie here, so you are gonna have another damage immunity, so more chance to beat the boss. Let's try to see if it does work or not. There we go again. Start of the fight. The boss is disarmed. I have the damage immunity. I'm taking some damage. Damage immunity coming from the book relic. And now 2 hits, 3 hits, dead. Not doable. And that was my strongest build before. I can also use the cheat amount because before it wasn't helping on such stages to kill the boss right before the end. Let's see if it does something different. There we go, my clone is dead, I have the Blitz Assault, and now I have the damage immunity coming from the relic. Nothing anymore. Proc of the cheat amount, 3 seconds, I deal an extra damage to the boss, but yeah, he's still alive and I'm dead. I am dead. But there is something to have in mind. When you are using that, you don't need to use the Deer Pal. Your goal is to deal great damage to the boss directly at the start of the fight, so you want to use that instead. And instead of this one to reduce the attack speed of the boss, generally I want to go for this one, so I'm gonna deal more damage at the start of the fight. And normally it should do the job, right? Let's see if it does make a difference. And after that I'm gonna try with another build. There we go, start of the fight. I have my clone. My clone is already dead after 5 seconds. Now I have the damage immunity. I could deal some damage. Damage immunity from the relic. And I'm gonna start taking some damage and... not doable. Not doable. That was a bit better than before, but still the result was not here. So now let's try the difference we have in PvP. So let's go in here. Try versus my friends and noodles. That is another Plume Monarch, by the way, with the same power as mine. So let's check the difference with the two builds. I have the cheat amount equipped, so normally I should be able to beat him. Let's find out. He is dead before me, right before. That was really short though. Okay, now let's equip the other stuff. So here I want the candle, and here I want the tiger back. Back to it, let's practice again. And let's see if it does work or not in here. Start of the fight. No disarm anymore. There we go. I'm getting some heals, but the result is almost the same. So nothing is changing in PvP. But hey, what if I use something different now in PvE? Because you have the Eye of Raven artifact and it can double your clone. So at the start of the fight, you will deal more damage, right? So let's try with that. I want to use the Alien Dimension to deal some more damage as well. And here I want to use not the cheat amount. Let's try to use that instead. The carpet. So let's go back in here, Soul Trial. And with that build, the goal is to retry until you have multiple clones. So here, yeah, and I have to cast my 6 skills directly at the start of the fight. This is the issue with that build. You are forced to use 6 skills directly at the start of the fight if you want to proc the effect of the carpet. So there we go again, now I have no delay at all. Let's challenge the boss again and let's wait until I can have the 3 clones. No extra clone unfortunately. Let's try again. Nope, didn't work. Another try. Yeah, this can become annoying really fast because you need to be lucky to proc the 2 clones. And imagine if you want to have 3 clones now. Still only 1 clone, so let's quit and retry. This is the goal when you are using that build. 2 clones, let's check the difference. So look at that. You have a kind of extra health when you are using another clone because he is gonna tank an extra attack for you, but half HP, so this is less efficient than the 2 previous builds I showed you. But let's try to have 3 clones. You need to be extremely lucky to get the 3 clones. This is insane. I tried so many times already and I never got the 3 clones. Hope I'm gonna get it soon just to see the difference. Clone, 3 clones, there we go. Look at the damage now, but my 3 clones are already dead and then that time it's my turn. So look at that, the result is just a bit better than the previous one. But still, this is the 3rd build in my ranking. The top one being the one with the new artifact, the candle and the tiger back accessory. The second one is the bistro bow artifact with the cloud drifter and the alien dimension. And the 3rd build is this one in my case. But you need to be really lucky to proc 3 times the clone, and yeah, this is just annoying. So that combination is great in another content here. If you want to help people to push the Cloud Ascension trial, this is gonna be amazing because you have a great survivability when you are using that, and you will just see that, okay? I'm gonna put myself in front line. Yeah, this is the hardest stage, the 24-5, so let's try that. You will see how easy that stage is. Look at the heals I am getting. I'm saying easy, but I need to deal enough damage to kill the boss before the end of the counter, right? So look at that, the animation here of the tiger, this is crazy. And I have no trouble at all to survive, this is insane. The efficiency of that combo. So hey, something more with that build, you take no damage at all, so you don't need to use the disarm or to use the damage immunity, just use your best skills instead. You will see that. So here I have only offensive skills. This is the goal when you're using that kind of build. You don't care about the blitz assault or the heal or the shield, stuff like that. You don't even care about the disarm. So here I can summon my clones from time to time. I can deal high damage to the boss and I can survive without any trouble. I am using a damage dealer class and I am tankier than the guy behind me here. This is crazy. Okay, 10 seconds left. Am I gonna be able to kill the boss in time? 3 seconds. 1 second. The boss is dead right at the end. So now I can just chill and continue like that. It's gonna be super easy. Look at that. There are 3 bosses in front. They are attacking me. I take no damage at all. This is completely broken. And I can survive without any trouble. And apparently I was wrong about Grumpy Big Head because even if you are losing some HP, with the candle you are still healing your character and apparently it works. I tried that, it worked. By the way, this is weird because it's not showing the heals on you. You have a great amount of heals here, but in fact I don't even have the book really to heal my character, so this is why I suppose that this is coming from the artifact, the Candlelight. Because I have absolutely nothing to heal myself, so... And I am always full life during the run, so this is why I really think that this is coming from the artifact. But I don't know, in fact, this is weird. I think that thanks to the new mount, the boss has way less attack than before because many players are using it, and this is why most of us are not taking any damage at all. I don't know if it is coming from the artifact or... I don't know. I just can't have the information on the screen and so I can't tell. By the way, I don't know what happened to Grumpy Big Head, but before the update we had recently, I was able to get between 7 million and 13 million Terra damage, and now I am stuck at between 1 million and 2 million again with the same stuff, so I don't understand what happened. But it seems like the boss is more tanky than before. Probably more defense, or maybe before there was a bug on Grumpy, they fixed it in the shadows, I don't know. But this is weird. Someday, someone told me that he was feeling like the heals that you get on your character are given to the entire shrooms you have in the battle, to your entire family members. This is why when some people are dying, this is harder to stay alive or stuff like that. I don't know if it is working like this, but I know that at least we are maybe 2 to have the new artifact, and it doesn't seem like that guy who is losing some health is healing thanks to the new artifact. The heals are different than the ones we are getting in other PvE content, this is what I mean, so I don't know what to think about that. There is a lack of explanation about that battle, I don't really understand how does it work. And now that's interesting, I'm starting to lose some health after 6 minutes in the fight. I never took any damage at all during the entire run, and now I'm losing some. I don't understand why. So let's check my heals. I'm getting a lot of heals, but as I said before, it seems different than the heals I'm generally getting outside of that content with the artifact. It's like you get a lot of heals all of a sudden, and it's the results of the combination of the heals of all the members of your family, something like that. It's weird. So I don't understand how does it work. So this is the final score, 1,792,000. I was doing better than that in the past, so I have more stats than before. I just have the Candlelight instead of the Bistro Bow, but I replaced my defensive stats, my defensive skills by offensive ones only. I don't have the Recovering Book anymore, and now I am using the one to increase the boss damage, and I have less damage than before. This is weird, but still great damage though, so that artifact apparently seems to be working in that content. Okay guys, so that was all for that video. Let me know your thoughts about all of these in the comment below. Tell me what build are you using in PvE and PvP. I'm curious to know. Soon I'm gonna release, I promise, my video talking about my Prophet build for PvP, because as I said in PvE, mages are not that efficient, so it doesn't matter to use that class in that content. Better purge the PvE content with your Monarch and then switch your class back to your main class for PvP. This is what I am doing now. Have a really nice day guys. See you on the next video. Bye bye.